Well, got a better speed this time. His last two breaks have just been a little heavy. But the cue ball closer to the cushion this time. But still, a couple of reds he could take on.
Yeah, Trump went on the practice table, but I think sometimes in the interval it's just good to be doing something rather than sitting in a corner dwelling on things that have happened. Every player's different. Of course, the intervals are not for the players, they're for the audience, and indeed the venues to sell refreshments.
Tried to leave the cue ball close to the balk line so he couldn't see this red. That's on the balk line. Easy enough to play safe off this red now. And that's a good safety. Could even be a snooker. Well, he's eyeing up a plant here to the left corner. And that looks spot on. If he was right behind these two reds, you could say his favourite to pot it, but because he's got a little bit of an angle and there's distance between the reds, it's dangerous. Yeah, it was never easy, and he hasn't hit it hard enough, so he's left a chance at the same red. It was at full stretch there, and he didn't hit the cue ball hard enough to be on the black nicely.
Remember, it's a quarter of a century, 25 years.
5.
Less a couple of weeks since Ronnie O'Sullivan won his first ranking title. UK Championship 93.
6.
The hunger is still there. He doesn't play in everything, but when he does play, he's here to win.
Yeah, you can't fault his attitude, can you?
11.
He's giving it everything. So much so that he slowed down a lot this evening. His shot time is 24 seconds. But I think that's a good thing. He's trying to make sure.
19. $20. 27. $28. $35. $36.
So the last loose red coming up. And now he's got to find an angle on a colour to be able to split the reds.
$42.
Perfectly onto the blue.
43.
And he couldn't have hit them any better. He's on a red to the left corner. It could have been easier, but what a split. Yeah, just took that extra little bit of care with that shot, knowing that that was the shot.
So it's the Rocket making his move. He won the last frame in just 7 minutes with a 78 break.
56.
Just needs to mind his work here and he'll be back in front.
57.
Yeah, 25 years ago he won his first big title. Incredible.
64.
He remains competitive, he remains
65.
compelling, he remains complex. But if anything, his game is stronger than ever because he's got this iron will to win now, and this black, and he should have won this frame.
Yeah, superb.
72.
Looking good for his first century of the final.
73. $80. 81. 88. 89.
'He's had 9 centuries in the tournament, same number as Trump.
94.
And this black for a 10th.
95.
And in terms of his career, it would be 978.
And they absolutely love it. They are being entertained thoroughly this evening.
103.
It started in the last frame with that long red and then that great yellow. And he's carried it on. Went to the interval and come back out, and he's like he hasn't been
107.
away.
Yeah, Trump seemed to have seized a
109.
psychological advantage going 6-5 up, but he's not potted a ball since. We've barely seen him at the table since.
112. 116. 121. 127.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Ronnie O'Sullivan. A total clearance of 134. He has seriously stepped up his game the last two frames. Judd Trump completely frozen out, and O'Sullivan is back in front. He's 2 away from the title. He's leading 7 frames to 6. Ronnie O'Sullivan has raised his game.
Break.
Can Judd Trump do the same? It's 7-6 to O'Sullivan. There's never been more than a frame between them. But O'Sullivan's been on the rampage last 2 frames. 78, then 134 in quick succession.
Thank you.
Yes, it was that dangerous plant in the last frame that Trump took on. Had he gone onto the black, he would have covered the red, but he didn't get onto the black, and it cost him dearly. One shot, just one shot. Well, that's really opened things up. He doesn't want the kiss. The full ball kiss has left a chance for Trump. But it's a while since he's had a chance at a pot.
The other thing is, he's not been knocking the long ones in tonight. Fallen to 50%. He was in the high 60s when they began the evening. That one's in, though. Great pot from Judd Trump.
Well, I'm so surprised he took that one on instead of the easy one. But that just shows you his intent.
Eight. Nine.
He could have played that one better. Just got into the cue ball a little too low.
16.
And that's why he's not straight on this red. Yeah. Poor positional shot, and not easy to go up for the blue because of that red just above the red he's playing. Used the pink, and that was a very good shot to play. He used the pink intentionally. Now, the temptation is to go into the reds, but as we've seen, you're not forced to be on a red, so he's got quite a few reds that he can play for. Well, it's worked out.
22. Yeah, sure.
And now he's
23.
back in prime position.
Well, let's see the first red again, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, he had the easy red that was closer to the pocket, but that was the one that was going to get him onto the black, and he got on it superbly, but it was a difficult shot to take on, especially after being frozen out for 2 frames.
$28. 29.
Now, may have to play for that red behind the black this time round, as it got the best angle to manoeuvre the cue ball. And when he takes this red, it makes it a lot easier to play for certain reds.
36. 37.
Well, he's not straight enough on the black. He might have to go into them now. And say it so many times, you're not forced to finish on a red. He's on one, but it's awkward queuing.
44.
Yep, good shot. Nicely on the green. And should be able to finish on that red to the right of the pink spot. He's got the angle to go into them if he wants to.
Green ball.
And that's what he's chosen to do. And he's on one. Again, he's not forced to have been on one,
48.
but he is. Didn't want the kiss.
49.
He didn't want the kiss there. Now what? Does he take that difficult blue on? Just caught the red there, look.
Well, I remember when he beat O'Sullivan in the European Masters final 2 years ago, he had a blue like this. He was 8-6 down on that occasion. He knocked it in, he won. But it's gone wrong.
Yeah, just a little bit too much adrenaline in
54.
the back arm there. And O'Sullivan breathes again.
Well, at least he hasn't missed. He's lost position, yes, but he didn't miss. Which means he's still in control of things.
Judd Trump, 54.
Good 54, but he's given away the safety advantage by playing that shot. Yeah, good safety. Using the pink to stop the return to balk from the easy side. Oh, can he hit it thin enough? Just turned the cue ball slightly. So, who's going to win the safety battle? Everything's there. Yeah, excellent speed. He played a shot like this earlier on, trying to clip the red, maybe not to pot it, but clip it thin to avoid the reds. Caught it too thick. Oh, that's a wonderful shot. That's a wonderful shot. It's just played there.
Yeah, Trump is up on the safety stats by 8%.
And there's confirmation.
While O'Sullivan looking to catch it thin, didn't catch it at all.
Oh, a miss.
Yeah, he won't be too
Trump
bothered about that unless Trump takes this red on and pots it. What he was concerned about was catching it too thick and sending it over that right corner pocket. I think it might be worthwhile playing this shot. Trying to get the cue ball in behind the yellow. That's pretty good. Now, does this red go to the left corner? Could be a shot to nothing, this. It goes. Caught it a little bit thick. But he's got a good cue ball. He's so good at that shot, just catching the paint. It's great to see good safety from these two. We've seen the brilliant breaks, 12 breaks over 50 in 13 frames. That's good going. Just shorter pace. Well, he got in with a great long red. But there's a lot of pressure on this one. Looks like the cue ball's going into the reds, and I don't think he can avoid them, however he plays it. And that's why he's not taking it on. Great shot. Now he needs a big bounce for the yellow to the middle.
1.
Well, such a difficult shot, this yellow. The red was superb. An easy snooker, but easy escape with those 3 reds near the cushion.
Total points absolutely dead level for the match.
Rumble.
Yeah, I think that's a good shot. Pushing the brown safe, or safer.
Judd Trump, 1.
Better than the snooker, I think, because it was easy to come off the cushion, land up to those 3 reds. So I think he can see this long red, but he's concerned about hitting that red just above the pink spot. If he could miss that red, he'd take it on. Great shot. Another great shot.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? Because his long game had gone tonight, but in this frame alone, he's potted 3 terrific long reds. At a time when he needed to find something, O'Sullivan was playing superbly, flawlessly actually, for 2 frames. But Trump knocks this in, and what a chance now
6.
to level up. Just a couple more balls needed to kill the frame off.
Yes, and you can't say that O'Sullivan's done anything wrong. I mean, he's played some very, very good safety. And it was a winner that has won him this frame.
Yeah, they're each taking the fight to the other. It's a great battle, this. Alex
13.
Higgins, who's, of course, the trophy's been named after, was an
14.
unbelievable player, an inspirational player. Great safety player as well as a potter. This final is worthy of his name. And Trump has stepped up here. There's the trophy with Alex's name on it.
Thank you. 21.
Yes, and I think he should not play the
27.
flash shots because it seems to get Ronnie O'Sullivan going.
28.
Just pot the balls, nothing fancy. And don't try and upset Ronnie O'Sullivan too much.
Well, I think it's just a question, Joe, whether he can help himself. Well, this will have to be flash to
33.
pot this.
The Trump.
So another
33.
engrossing frame, and it's gone to Judd Trump. His long game is back. And he... Micah Kessler just asking for quiet. In fairness, the crowd have been superbly behaved here. Even between frames, it's been reasonably quiet. But obviously, the ref doesn't want shouting out when players are on their shots.
Clever safety from O'Sullivan, covering that red by the balk line. Another possible plant to the left corner. But this time taking the cue ball back down the table for some safety, and it wasn't far away. But he's left a red to the right corner. Wasn't far away, this, was it? Yes, that red was always in the way, and he caught it full ball. Could have played it with drag, but very risky to play that.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
A couple of shots he could play, and both of them fraught with danger. The one down the cushion, obviously, but a right-handed player, a natural right-handed player, may play that one. Screw back for the blue. The one by the balk line, very risky. He'd be leaving the red closest to the left corner. Yeah, not straightforward. He could leave the cue ball in the jaws of the yellow pocket. Clipping off that red near the balk line. Well, has he left a thin cut to the right corner? Ronnie's looking at it. Overcut it. Now, how's your luck? He won't be bothered about the blue, more bothered about the red. Yeah, made sure of being on a colour by playing for one of the balk colours. That's the overcut.
Six.
Little switch to right-handed.
Seven.
Just not quite hard enough for the blue. And just under hit that one. He wanted that cue ball another
10.
4 or 5 inches. Right, just letting you know his plan there. Trying to glance off the pack of reds, open the reds up. Now, is he on the pink?
11.
Or has it blocked his way? So close to winning the frame there. Got the reds just a little bit too thick.
Judd Trump, 11.
Yeah, the odd bit of running will play its part as well. Just had to accept it and put the cue ball on the back cushion.
Yeah, he's left an easy safety shot though. Had he played the cue ball to the balk line, well, it's the first frame that we've seen this evening that's gone a little awkward. Red's going safe. Black and pink, difficult positions.
Foul. Any miss? Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. Yeah.
Seemed to get very close to that, actually.
I thought he'd hit it. Let's have a look at this again.
Good.
It looked like he hit the red, but the referee was right above the ball. Here it is again. Let's have a look.
Can you check it for me, please?
Well, even now, I think he just rubbed it.
Yeah, funny enough, I think the replay was less conclusive than the first time. There's Greg Knigler, the marker, who's helping out Micah Kessler get the cue ball back.
Check it. Yeah. Thank you.
It's hard enough this time. He's looking at taking this one onto the green pocket. He's just checking where he wants the cue ball. Doesn't want to leave that red over the middle pocket.
Well, a tense old frame this, as Joe said. It's gone a little bit scrappy.
Well, Trump had a look at these two reds closest to the black spot. So I can't imagine that they're a plant, otherwise he wouldn't have played the safety that he did. Yeah, he'd have to be right behind them and he'd have to hit them on the extreme right hand edge as we're looking at it, because it reverses. So I don't think this can go in. And neither did he. But he's caught it a little bit too thin, and this is definitely a chance for Trump. So he's got a chance, but the blue and pink out of commission. Blue won't go to the right middle. Could do with taking that red near the middle pocket. But chose to play for this one,
5.
which leads him to the black.
Six.
Looks like the black may go onto the blue spot.
Stop talking.
Well, that's pretty unequivocal from the ref.
He needs a good kiss. Well, he may be on a red to the left corner. Well,
13.
even if he is, he's badly hampered. Well, having thought about it now, he could have played for the plant. He'd have needed to hit the side that he would have needed to hit to play it. So it looks like just the safety. Well, it's finished up safe,
13.
but he took the pot on.
He leads by 24. Just wanted to carry on.
Oh, that kiss has sent the red towards the pocket. Can he pot it?
Well, there's a few shouts. Come on, Judd.
Well, it looks a real thin in this. No, can't pot it. Well, he's no idea where the reds are going to go. But it looks like it's okay. There's a thin cut to the right corner. He took a big risk there, O'Sullivan.
Well, massively overcut it.
Well, didn't he get a good kiss there?
Oh,
That was so fortunate for Judd Trump.
well, luck will play its part. It always does. It did yesterday for O'Sullivan. He just hit it so thin, didn't he, the red?
Well, so thin he nearly missed the ball. But he's had a real stroke of luck there. And the table a lot easier now, so had he got a chance, he could very well have won the frame. Well, he gave it a lot of thought, that, and played a good safety.
He really has. He's covered almost everything.
Might just be able to land up to this red closest to the right corner.
This is a real nail-biter, not just the frame, but the final as a whole.
He's got a similar type of shot, landing up to these two reds, nearest the right corner. But he's concerned about leaving the red near the blue spot. Where's it going to finish? Not good for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
So Trump is 24 in front with another chance.
One.
Well, this is a great chance to go 1 up with 2 to play. Those 2 reds closest to the right corner. At least one of them will go, possibly both.
Three.
Would have liked to have been straighter on this red. Just to play for the blue, he may have to come off the cushion. And it could go wrong. Well, if he's on the pink, that's a real bonus. That releases the other red.
Ten. Eleven.
He said the first time he went to see snooker, he was very young, 8 or 9 years of age. His dad took him to the Welsh Open to watch Ronnie O'Sullivan play. Dreamt of playing in big occasions like this. And he's proving he's more than up to the task. The way O'Sullivan played from 6-5 down to lead 7-6, you wondered, was he going to close it out, continue in that vein? But Trump started to knock them in.
19.
Well, if these 2 reds closest to the right corner go, he won't need those 3 reds that are tied up round the black spot. He'd like the top red to go. Now does the top
25.
red go into that right corner?
$26.
Not quite hard enough for the pink to the middle, and the blue a little bit more difficult because he's got to miss the green. If the green wasn't there, it'd be easy to send the cue ball up and down the table for that red closest to the right corner.
At least by 55. So this
31.
red, O'Sullivan will need a snooker. In fact, he'll need a couple.
Yeah, so make sure of the red. Don't play position, just play that cue ball down to the baulk cushion.
Yes, it's in. It's been a hard-fought frame, this. It really has. But when Trump got his chance, he's made this break. It's not the biggest of the day
32.
by any means, but it's been so important. And he's had to really work hard.
Rumble.
He's on the brown. Put him 60 in front with 51 on. Three
36.
snookers required.
Judd Trump, 36. And the frame.
O'Sullivan remains in his seat. A seesaw battle here at the Waterfront Hall in Belfast, and it's Judd Trump now with his nose in front, with a possible 2 frames remaining. He needs 1, O'Sullivan needs them both. It's Trump leading by 8 frames to 7. O'Sullivan didn't want to play on for the 3 snookers.
Well, it was a few frames ago where he slotted one of these reds in for the black, but the black doesn't go this time. So if he can see enough of the red, he'd have to play back down the table. And looks like he can just see enough of it. Now, where's it going to finish? It's a chance for Trump. The black goes to the left corner.
Well, this is Trump's first chance to win the match and the tournament.
Yeah, and he's got the angle to play for the blue. He's a little too hard. He can play on the yellow, but he's playing for the black. And he's on it.
Thank you.
Well, that was a risky shot to take on. Played for the blue, he'd have been guaranteed, but he's took the bull by the horns there.
Yes, I mean, this is far from over yet, but for me, the way he responded to the O'Sullivan charge to lead 7-6, Trump coming back to win the next 2, very impressive. Really is.
Well, he's got a chance to build a good lead here. He's got about 6-7 reds that he can play for.
9.
And just think about building a lead at this stage. Yeah, not enough side on, so maybe take the red to the middle.
16.
That was the first sign of a little bit of pressure. Now, where's it going to finish? He didn't have anything on the cue ball.
17.
And now he's left himself with a real tricky blow, this.
Yeah, but no signs of pressure there, was there? He's gone for the game there. Just steeling himself. He knows what a big shot this is. He's got the reds open.
Well, he could play the blue to the middle, a little cannon to the red, and leave himself on that red to the left corner. Something like that, but he's just overscrewed it. He might still be able to see this red
22.
over the pocket. He can.
Just looking to get back into prime position.
And he's not there yet. This is a missable blue. The pink too risky. That's a good shot. Where's it going to finish?
28.
Well, he should be okay with this red to the left corner. Easier for a right-handed player.
Thank you.
Well, now he's looking good again.
Yeah, he's banging position. And this is where he needs to just keep himself under control.
It would be a huge win for Judd Trump, not just because of who he would have beaten, but it's been just over a year since his last ranking
36.
title. Of course, he's switched things up a little bit this season. He's got his brother Jack with him. It would be a special moment for the two of them if he could win this tournament, I'm sure, as well, for their parents, Steve and Georgina, who will be very, very proud of the pair of them.
37.
Yeah, I'd like to have seen him the right side of the blue there. I know he's got that red in the balk area. But that could have come to his rescue a little bit later on.
Well, he's come to his rescue now.
42.
Just
43.
Come out of balk.
Yes, I mean, he wouldn't be human if there weren't nerves. It's all about just composing himself on every shot. Steadily building a lead.
Nicely played and back in prime position again.
45.
Well, there were a few comments made about Judd Trump when he lost pretty heavily to Karen Wilson in the Champion of Champions, but he doesn't get involved in that sort of thing. He does his talking where it matters, which is on the table. And there's plenty, I can assure you, you'd love to be able to play as well as him.
53.
The way he plays that shot, it kind of invites a kick.
Getting closer, 61 in front, 75 on.
61.
If he plays for the blue, he needs another red. O'Sullivan played so well from 6-5 to lead 7-6. Didn't miss a ball. Was just superb. And it says a lot about Trump that he's responded to that.
Yeah, he's just taking stock of things. Walking around the table. Steadying himself. 2 shots away.
This is surely going to mean so much to him. He's been looking for a trophy.
67.
And it looks like he's won this one. He's kept himself together admirably here at the end against the force of nature that is Ronnie O'Sullivan. And this could well be now the springboard for titles to come. The UK Championship
73.
is the next event on the calendar. Make no mistake, this young man is a great talent.
74. $79.
Well, it's pulling away, but it doesn't matter. He's surely done enough. Judd Trump ends a 13-month wait for a title after a superb final, and you can see what it means to him. He wins the Alex Higgins Trophy here in Belfast. He's beaten Ronnie O'Sullivan 9-7. He shares a hug with his manager, Django Fung.